is there any sense of urgency getting Alistair Overeem in the organization right now when he's as smoking hot as he is?
I mean, listen, I like Alistair Overeem. I see him all the time. He's a cool guy. There's no urgency on my part to get him into the UFC. I think anybody that isn't in the UFC gets overhyped by the media all the time. If Alistair becomes available and we start talking to him and wants to fight or whatever, when's the last time? First of all, Alistair's under contract with another company. When's the last time you saw him fight there? In the United States. You know what I mean? He's under contract as their heavyweight champion, and he's not fighting. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean?
No sense of urgency right now.
None. I actually find it hilarious that he's ranked in the top 10 by some of the websites. I find it hilarious. Yeah. What has he done in MMA to be ranked in the top 10?
Well, the fact of the matter.
We got a lot of media guys here. What has
I'm not gonna.
Overeem done to be ranked in the top 10 in mixed martial arts heavyweight division?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he's such a crossover fighter. The fact that he's still ranked so high as a K1 fighter and that he can parlay that into mixed martial arts, I think that's why a lot of people think he's interesting.
I figure because he's such a good K1 fighter, he can parlay that into being a mixed martial arts fighter. That's what makes the mixed martial arts media fucking stupid. That they would even rank this guy in the top 10 in the heavyweight division because he's fighting in K1. That makes absolutely no fucking sense, and I would love to hear somebody make sense of this guy being ranked in the top 10. He's a nice guy. I like him, but it's just...
You base that on the fact that he hasn't actually fought anybody worth mentioning?
Yeah, that would help. Yeah, that would help. How about guys that fight the top guys in the top 10 3 times a year? You know what I mean? Those are in mixed martial arts. Those are the guys that are ranked in the top 10. How about the fact that he's fighting in K1 where you just kick and punch and there's no wrestling, there's no this, there's no that? I mean, how does any credible fucking MMA guy put him in the top 10 in the heavyweight division? It's hilarious.
But it kind of sounds like, by the way you talk about him, you kind of want him over in the UFC in order to prove him.
No. You know what this is? It's another Fedor thing. UFC doesn't have him, so we're going to rank him in the top 10, even though the guy's only fighting in fucking K1. He hasn't defended his MMA title in how long? It's insane. It's not that I'm talking like, listen, I just saw Alistair in Ireland when we put the fight on over there. Sitting in the front row, talked to him, and he was there with Semi Schilt. Fucking great guy. I like him. I have nothing but respect for him. He's a good guy. It's an absolute fucking joke that anybody would rank him in the top 10. And anybody who wants to debate with me and tell me why Alistair Overeem should be ranked in the top 10 in the mixed martial arts heavyweight division, fucking fire away. I'm ready. I want to hear it. Can't wait. And if on your rankings you have him in the top 10, you ought to be fucking embarrassed. You ought to be embarrassed, okay?
We don't do rankings, though,
I'm
so
not
you
talking
don't...
to you. I'm talking to you. Anybody out there who's watching, and you have a goofy MMA website that ranks these guys in the fucking top 10 that haven't fought anybody in the fucking top 10, or if they did, they fought somebody that didn't belong in the top 10, and they haven't even fought in mixed martial arts in how long? It's crazy, man. It's crazy.